All right, everybody, remain calm. But this weekend's Second Chance pets are extra adorable. Oh, we have a litter of cute little kittens in the studio this morning.
I believe you have Bruno.
I do.
I have Butterball.
Bruno the Explorer. Oh, my
yes.
goodness.
And we also have Sam Ellingson from the Humane Society for Southwest Washington
He's
in the
here
house.
too, yeah.
He is still here.
Yes.
Who do you have?
I have Tricks and I have Buttons, and I have no idea which one is which.
That's so
my
But I mean, look at them. They're just like they're little twins. Who could possibly? The only person who can tell them apart is their foster.
Oh my
gosh.
So cute.
Kelly,
we need
an extra hand here. We need an extra hand
kitten to person ratio.
Yeah,
Come take one of these guys.
Yeah, she's really mad about this.
There we go.
Hi, Kitten.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, Sam, tell us about the kittens that you brought in today.
Yeah, so this little litter of 4 kittens, they're about 7.5 weeks old. So they're going to be spayed and neutered next week. We have 2 girls and 2 boys. And they arrived at the Humane Society. Actually, they were born at the Humane Society. So their mama came in as a stray. She gave birth a few days later. They hung out. This one's a climber, I know.
He's trying to crawl away. I got him.
A few weeks later, they went into foster, and they've been in foster with our foster volunteer, Carol, since that time. So about 5.5 weeks in foster, and they'll be ready to find those new homes quite soon.
Oh my gosh.
Great.
Well, you think about those first few weeks for these little guys as they're just beginning to explore the world. Getting to go be in a warm, loving home, you know, with a wonderful foster like Carol, that's got to be so much nicer for a litter, you know, than being in a busy shelter.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's no question that no one wants pets to stay in a shelter for a long time, right?
Yeah.
We can't provide them the same sort of support and socialization that they need that they're going to get in a foster home. It's not only better for the kittens, it's also better for the mom when they come in from a mom. So they're going to adapt to that home life in a much faster way than they would if they're in the shelter. So since they were 2 weeks old, you know, they've been getting used to living in a home. They've been getting used to all the sights and sounds that come along with it, bringing in groceries, cars pulling into the driveway, all of these things. So they're really going to be ready to settle in quite quickly. And the amount of socialization that they get too, I mean, we'll see here, they're really cuddly, they're snuggly, they're incredibly comfortable with people.
How many kitties can say they've been to a news studio?
That's right. So no, you know, they're doing incredibly well. It's the benefit of fostering that really truly makes an impact, not only for these cats, but for the number of cats who can stay at the shelter because we were able to send these ones out into another home where they can get that care.
Yeah,
Exactly.
this is great. Gosh, Butterball, how are you so chill, dude? You're
Travis, I feel like you
unbelievable.
always have the kitten that just falls asleep on you.
That's
I'm
a
a cat
magic.
whisperer.
You are.
Well, let's talk about the human side of fostering. You know, to somebody who has never fostered or maybe has thought about it, what should they be keeping in mind?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the most important things to remember is that fostering is one of the greatest ways to make an impact for a pet who really needs your help. Again, like we said, it's not only that one pet, but it's the other pets in the shelter. What we need to know when we're fostering is you're taking care of babies, right? So there's a lot of baby proofing in your home that you're going to need to take care of. And you're also going to be monitoring them for all of the stuff that they need as they're growing up, making sure they're healthy, making sure they're happy, working with our clinic team and our foster team to get them everything they need. But the benefits are just so incredible. I often say it's truly the most rewarding way to make a difference for pets because you're there helping them every step along the way. And then you see them off into their new home when they're ready to find that new home. The challenges of fostering are also fairly high, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to depend on what's going on with that litter. Like a mama cat and some kittens, that's going to be a fairly easy process. If we have some little neonatal kittens, some really tiny babies who need to be bottle fed, that's a much bigger process, right? But the great thing about fostering with HSSW is we have all of those options. So we have easier options for folks who are just kind of dipping their toe into the foster arena. Somebody who wants to become a really, really skilled and invested foster and do some bottle babies, we can help them with that too. So there are lots of opportunities.
It's great, yeah.
Bruno, man, you are just dancing all over the place.
Same with Buttons
or Tricks, we're not sure.
He's a wiggly little guy.
Butterball, his eyes are halfway
the
closed.
fur patterns on these guys too.
I know, they're all little mini
so
tigers.
pretty.
They're so cute. Look,
And you know how, and what I love about litters of kittens especially, like we have 3 who look very similar, and then you've got Butterball.
And
different in every way.
He's such a good boy.
He's doing his own thing. So now when are these guys going to be available to go to their new homes?
So they'll be spayed or neutered next week. And then they should be ready, I think, on Thursday or on Wednesday afternoon.
Oh, you're almost
And if,
ready.
you know, these kittens, of course, people can follow our website, watch out for them there. But if it's not these 4, there are so many more waiting because we're still in kitten season. As much as we wish kitten season had a beginning and an end.
Sure.
It seems increasingly
Kinda
like
doesn't
we're
these
just
days.
we're just going from like we have 2 months of where it's kind of quiet kitten season, and then it's back on in full force.
I actually was comparing the other day kitten season to what a soccer season, where it's like all of a sudden the championship happens, and then you blink and you're like, wait, we just started another season already? Like, we're already back?
You get a month of preseason, and then
then you're already back into
absolutely.
it. So.
Absolutely.
I want to ask you more questions so we can keep the segment going.
know, right?
And keep the cats.
But I also
How are you, Think of anything right now? I just want to play with the cats.
I know. Well, we also do have other things to get to. But again, if you want to go check out not just these little cuties, but all of those animals up for adoption, you can always talk to Sam over at the Humane Society for Southwest Washington, hssw.org.
Okay, go ahead and climb.
I'm not going to give him up.
Yeah,
I'm not going to give him up.
We'll work it
I
out.
think this
Yeah.
one's
We'll work
going
it out,
to
man.
crawl
It's
away
all right.
whether I want him to or not. You want to go explore the couch?
Bruno?
All right, buddy, there you go. Have
right.
fun.
Oh, bye, Bruno.
Bye, Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno. All right, guys. No, coming up here next, Coin Conversations, also the place to be for provocative and interesting conversations. Maybe we bring Bruno